He's a proper gentleman, that man. His name is Zolf. No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Caelandia. He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind. Both to him and to each other for the first time.
And we're back.
All right.
Wanted to take a pause just so that you guys could, read that dialogue. We just met our first new party member. We met Zolf. He's a gentleman. He's a missionary from the Ura. The Ura is another group here in this world that we know. And there's one of the first achievements you'll see me unlock with this game. Like I said, I wiped it. This is a clean playthrough. There was one achievement that accidentally was unlocked previously that you guys didn't get to see, but it's 1 out of 12 that you don't get to see. It's fine. In reverse, though, like I said, once you unlock these characters, you're able to bring up these items with them. So right now I'm just asking him. I'm going to ask Zolf in a second. I'm like, hey, what's this thing? What's your opinion?
And he just gives you information regarding what the item is in the old world, or
yeah, like for example, the different perspectives kind of thing. So I asked the Sigil, which is the weapon. I might have butchered the pronunciation, and I totally forgot to put the core in the monument. Here's the other 3 slots for the full round of 6. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I should probably upgrade. No, but the Sigil, I show it to Ruckus, and he goes, "Oh yeah, we went to war with them once. We totally beat them."
the Ura.
The Ura, the Ura. There's different pronunciations for it, but I believe it's supposed to be like Ura.
I'm gonna stick with the Ulala.
The Ula-la-la-la-la-la.
The Lost and Found.
Yes, the Lost and Found. I mentioned this earlier. You're able to, bring these, fragments of the old world together to bring new items out.
What do you have here in the Lost and Found? I got something coarse, nasty, sharp, stringy, and heavy.
Do any of them have names, or are they just things that you found?
I have this piece of sandpaper. I have this string.
Wonderful.
And I have this 2-ton ball. Take your pick.
What's also a nice thing is that there's the other drinks and stuff like that. You saw me with a Bastion bourbon. You can't find them outside in the real world, along with the idols later on in the game that you use to up the difficulty. You can't collect them in the real world. You have to redeem them with the fragments and bring them together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one of the things that of the game that adds to the whole RPG elements thing. You do have to, kind of not necessarily grind for the blue fragments. I do a bit of grinding at the very end of it, at least with the dream sequences in the game. But that's another thing. That's a thing on its own. Anyways, so we're in the new mission. This is the Marshal's Fort, and here we will be also picking up a new weapon. Throughout the game, you'll definitely see me latching on to the War Machete, like I said, my favorite weapon. And right now I'm using the machine gun type weapon, the crossbow looking thing. I will be swapping that weapon around based on whether or not I find a better weapon. And I totally thought I could walk off the edge there.
Let me try. And then the game over.
Yeah, because a lot of the times those side items that you have to redeem at the Lost and Found, you'll find them kind of hidden sometimes. I think the only one that I had to purchase through the Lost and Found is later on when you go on Zolf's request mission. Zolf has a request for you to go visit a specific area, and I think that's the only place where I missed the item.
Is this? Is this this is side quest heavy or?
No, actually, most of the side quests are just the trials. The only real side quests in this game... Oh. See, look, my first death.
Oh, it's like a revive potion.
Yeah, but because I, drank the alcoholic beverage, I'm able to revive myself. At this point, though, I was kind of in shock. I was like, did I really just die like that? Did I just go down like that? Oh, man, that's embarrassing. That was recorded.
You realize after edit, wait, they'll know.
They'll know. Bum, bum, bum. The turrets in this game, you'll see me trying to counter them a lot. They vary a lot. That one that I had just countered, if you don't counter them correctly, or if you just block their bullet, it'll bounce around you and hit you in the back.
If it knows you're blocking.
Yeah. Actually, it also just kind of does this wavy thing, too, when it shoots at you. Can be quite annoying, at least with the predictability and everything. Just picked up the scrap musket. This thing is basically the shotgun of the game. And if you upgrade it correctly, will kill everything in a general direction.
This is just usual like power upgrades or obviously spread.
Like I said, it depends on the weapon. This one does have spread upgrades, critical chance upgrades. If you want to make it more of a focused shot, you can. I believe there's like a nuzzle upgrade that you could do to focus the shot more. But there are drawbacks. Like if you focus the shot, you have longer range but less knockback. And if you make it wider,
hey, Kosher Kitty.
Shout out to Kosher Kitty. Yeah, with the weapons, they'll have their different characteristics. With the hammer, most of its upgrades are along the lines of critical hits.
Oh, okay.
Because if you're standing still, you have a higher chance of getting a critical hit as compared to if you're moving and attacking with the hammer. Right now, let's see, I fell off again. Right now,
I can't tell. Are there holes in those platforms, or do they randomly show up? Or
some of them will have holes in them. A lot of the times when you see me falling off, it's just because I'm trying to do a barrel roll, or a dodge roll. I'm sorry, that's a habit. When I'm trying to do a dodge roll, because that is the faster way of getting around the dodge roll. So you'll see me dodge rolling right off of the cliff and just.
I don't have an R-wing.
Yeah, but I can't use bombs wisely.
Ooh, Rainbow Road. No, not Rainbow Road.
A lot of times you'll see that, and it's just kind of a heads up. Like, by the way, a core is coming up.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a checkpoint thing. Oh, it looks like it is operating kind of like a checkpoint.
Yeah, well, not like a checkpoint, but kind of like a midway point. I did mention that a lot of the times when you collect a core, that area that you're in will start falling apart.
Oh.
This is one of the few areas that don't. And the reasoning behind it is the Marshals built it good.
The Marshals, and who are they?
They're kind of like the police force.
Of this world or the previous world?
Of the Ceylondians. They're the ethnicity of the Kid and Ruckus. Like I said, there's the different ethnicities. The Ura, not the Ura. The Ura.
The Ulala.
The Ulalas. They're their own ethnicity, and in this game you only really have the two ethnicities. Not very diverse, but still great game. The different ways that it's characterizes. Ceylondia built a wall, and they're city dwellers. So they're a little tanner. They're normally characterized with brown or white hair, I believe, if I'm correct. No, actually, I think it's brown hair. As compared to the Ura, who are pale because their civilization lives underground, and they tend to have black hair because they don't see daylight.
And the Marshals are the police force of
the Ceylondians.
The Ceylondians.
Yeah, the Kid. Actually, what's really interesting too is when you're in the Marshals fort, they'll have a little shout out that the Kid was on the correct path to become a Marshal. Like, the Marshals are basically the Spartans of this world.
Okay, best of the best.
Yeah, best of the best of the best, sir.
Ah, creme de la creme.
So, the Kid was actually supposed to be one of them. Later on, it details that the Marshals trusted him for missions that nobody else wanted to do. So, he was actually very close to being a Marshal when the Calamity happened. It's just that he never quite got around to it. And before it was too late. You will see him pick up the dual pistols eventually, which is the weapon of choice by the Marshals. And at the very end of the said level, he'll pick up the Marshal's badge.
So this level has a lot to do with the Marshals. You said that's the reason why after grabbing the core, the place isn't falling apart.
Yeah. A lot of the times, too, I'm thinking of one level in specific. I believe it's the next level after this. There is no core. Surprise!
Okay.
And there's a reason behind why the world is still there, but there's no core. Which can get pretty interesting.
Oh, okay. Is it plot twisty?
No, not really.
Oh.
I do want to say, I did mention before, a little spoiler, that there is a betrayal in the game. But to be perfectly honest, right about the mission before, you see it coming.
So it predicts it.
Yeah, it kind of...
Or you can put the
it's
pieces
not,
together.
I don't want to say it predicts it, but yeah, it's very foreshadowing. And then this person... And there's Mark!
Hi, Gishki.
It's Mark's gamertag.
I love your videos.
He's great. No, he's not. Anyways.
Gluteus and Glandion? I'm sorry,
and Maximus.
Yeah, Gluteus and Maximus apparently are the two bosses of this.
They're the trash compactors. That one knocked me right off the... It just knocked me off.
Forget this.
I don't want to live anymore. No, those gas fellas, they're quite jerkish. They do a charge. Some of them will do a charging attack. Some of them will try to hit you from long range with those, like, I guess poisonous drops of water or whatever they want to call it, fluids. These ones though, they like to do a nice little charging attack that'll knock you off the cliff if they're big enough.
Would you say they're the most annoying enemies of the game?
They're definitely top 3.
But not the worst.
No.
We've seen the worst later.
Oh, God. No, you'll see the worst later. I hate those damn frogs. Those damn frogs.
I'm liking these popcorn machines that spew out squirts.
Oh, that's because that's how they breed.
Through popcorn?
Yeah. They breed like popcorn.
Wait, really? No,
yeah.
No, through popcorn.
Oh, no. They don't breed with the popcorn.
Oh, wow.
Like there's the Marshall's badge, by the way.
Oh.
I'll pick that up after I get all these fragments. Give me a
Hold on, it's raining money.
It's raining money. Hallelujah, it's raining. Anyways. There's the Marshall's badge. The kid's dream was to become a Marshal, get his own badge, but not like this. He didn't want to pick it up off the corpse. But it's okay.
It's still shiny.
You could just buff out those scratches, Captain.
The Skyway. And the Skyway's your way of getting around. Cinder.
Yeah, the way that you get around actually is when you're on the Bastion, there's the Skyway entrance, which is basically this giant cannon that just shoots you off to the next world. And those platforms that you see bring you back. You just saw the first dream sequence, the smoking pipe, which is, if I'm correct, the dream sequence for the kid. We won't delve into any of the dream sequences now. We'll kind of do that later on. Once all of them are together.
And then just run through them all.
Yeah, just run through all of them each individually, in order of which you get them. Which is a little different because they do appear in a different order. If I remember correctly, it's the kid, then it's Ruckus, then it's Zolf, and then it's the final member. Don't want to quite hint to that person yet, but in reality, the way that you're supposed to do it is, the kid, the new party member, Zolf, and then Ruckus, because Ruckus is like the ultimate test of strength.
Oh, okay.
He's really the gauntlet, and I had the most trouble with that one out of all of them. Right now, I'm going back to Lost and Found. I just checked, or I was going to. Never mind, excuse me. But this is the memorial. This is where you go to do the side missions, kind of a thing. They're just little bonus quests, like kill X amount of enemies with this weapon, or reflect X amount of projectiles back at enemies.
Oh, okay.
And when you do complete those side missions, you get fragment rewards for doing so. In the what's really cool about this game is in the new game plus, you actually get a lot of bonuses. There's new items that are available, new memorials for you to do, more objectives as compared to other games where their new game plus is just you're playing the game again.
At the same experience level, which is fun, but I appreciate new stuff being added to New Game Plus.
Yeah, this is that request I was talking about. This is Zolf's request. He wanted you to come to the shrine, or the orchard where it has a shrine. This is where it starts getting into the religion of the world. There you see the bull again. Once again, a very reoccurring symbol. pain in the
Love
ass.
that Red Bull.
Gives you wings. Unfortunately, you can't use them to get back on the map when you fall off.
Right.
And there's that plush doll, like, it's so controversial. Right now we're heading towards the shrine. The shrine, like I said, you put idols in the shrine, thus increasing the difficulty. The only time I actually use any items is when the mission requires to do so. Other than that, though, I don't really find a need for the idols because they put unnecessary handicaps on the game.
No.
If you want to do a challenge run, like you think this game is not hard enough, definitely use the idols, because then you'll totally regret it. I mean, there are seriously some idols where it goes, enemies are invincible unless you do this. Well, great!
Is it like blocking projectiles only? Or?
Yeah, kind of a thing, or, other ones will be, you'll get added damage, but you'll die after 3 hits.
Oh. I mean, I'm all for the challenge, but I personally am not really big on, at least when it comes to kind of hack and slash like games, about that, because I treat a hack and slash like a hack and slash. I often don't think or put thought. Only if the game gets really easy do I do that. But when the game puts a challenge on it, but is it required?
For one of the side missions, it is. One of the side missions is to do a dream sequence with at least one of these idols. There's Pith. It's the one that's automatically given to you. All the other ones you have to get through the lost and found. Like I said, this one it's the enemies react quicker.
Oh, okay.
You just saw that bull thing come to life and attack me earlier before entering the shrine. That's the power of the god that the Uras, fear so much. To be honest, you'll see those enemies a few times in this game, and they're not that hard to take down. You just have to know when to dodge. I'm constantly dodge roll in this game. A lot of the times you'll see me, dodge roll right into an attack. Don't let that discourage you. Constantly dodge roll in this game because it will save you from taking blows. Like right now, it's saving me from, getting bullets to the face. And once it's the faster means of running around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of those games, like I know Symphony of the Night has that backdash and stuff, and Kingdom Hearts it's gliding. Just go up to a high point and then just glide.
It always seems. I'm always a fan. I'm personally a fan of it when they give you like a little bit of a faster way, especially when it's not really intended.
I find a lot of the times it's not intended. Like for example, the glide. Nobody knew that was, or nobody was thinking, let's make it faster. That way, everybody glides everywhere.
I think it's interesting because it can make or break a game. At least for me, when it comes to, if you're slow around, then it really makes the game feel disjointed, and like you're kind of walking very slowly from one fight to the next. Yeah, the combat's fun, but getting there is a pain.
Yeah, with this game, the all-around combat is pretty great, I think.
Well, they pepper enemies everywhere.
Oh yeah,
even on the way back.
You're constantly fighting things. Other things to think about is, there are status ailments, not necessarily in things like paralysis or anything like that, but there are ones where when you get hit,